Hey, what is going on, Turf Team? CC here. Today we are doing our intro to gun ace slot offset, aka ace twins, out of the New England Patriots playbook. While this formation every year it's definitely very popular, what we like about it this year, to start the year at least, is the basics it has with it. Right, we can attack the sidelines, we can attack deep, and we're getting very basic route combinations and concepts mixed in with a good run game. We want to keep our opponents on their toes at the beginning of the year because not a lot of people really have the run defense or run defense to go along with really good pass defense. Additionally, whatever the meta does become with blitzes, this will allow us to help pick them all up. So that is going to be our goal here. We're going to cover a couple plays here. We're going to cover the runs, PA post shot, posts, levels, China double in, and yeah, I think that's about it. So let's hop into it. Ace twins, again, very good. There's going to be some concepts here which do not involve having route specialist. And then there will be some concepts with that. Not really going to be available to a lot of people early on in MUT. But if you do happen to play regs or something like that, or a CFM, it can come in handy right now, especially if you're playing regs with the Patriots. That's why you're going to be recording with them, because Tom Brady can give everyone special routes. So let's hop into it. Let's enjoy it. Ace twins, it's on. Hey, what is going on, Turf Team? CC back covering the runs at a gun ace slot offset. I'm an inside zone man, and I'm an 0-1 trap man. I need these in my arsenal. So that's what we're going to do. Now, I will say one thing here. As we learn the game, as we play a little more, especially as I play a little more, and I learned some of the little nuances about the running game, I'm definitely going to come back and I want to update you guys with the best way to run the ball out of the formation. Because there were a lot of times last year, you guys may have seen me play certain games, and when I saw 4 down lineman sets, I would go into 0-1 trap and I would motion across right here. And I would hike the ball right as if he got after the tight end, because I was always getting a little seal right there. And if I didn't get block shed, I was off to the races. So we'll try it again, just for the sake of trying it out. We know we're going against random plays here. But again, that seal is what I'm looking for. It looks like it still might be there a little bit. And again, for inside zone, not doing as much. If I was motioning with inside zone, I prefer to motion the outside receiver and hike it when he got to the left of screen tight end. But this year, again, need to perfect that just a little bit. So we will come back to that as the season moves on. And as I learn, well, this is the best way. Should be okay. Should be okay. Really good runs. You're going to force your opponent to defend the run. You want to run the ball against them, because ace twins, this is what makes it so brutal to play against. That constant threat of the run. And early in the year, if you don't know how to stop the run early in the year, it's 7 points on the board. I feel like we should just end it right there. That was beautiful. So I hope you guys enjoyed it, and I'm out. Peace. Hey, what is going on, Turf Team? CC back again to cover gun ace slot offset, and this time we were running the play PA bubble. Now, why would we have a play action bubble? It's not an ordinary bubble. It's an RPO. It just doesn't say RPO. The concept says RPO alert, and that's exactly what it is. So we're just going to go up against some random defenses here. The beauty of this over inside zone, and you can pick which one you choose to, you want to run with, is if you do nothing, the quarterback's going to hand the ball off. Or you can throw the bubble at B. If you are thrown to B, you would like a receiver there who can either break tackles or be elusive or fast or something. So we're just going to show you the handoff part first. And it's very simple. And this play has just, it works so well. So well. Now you do want to make that read with the bubble as well. If there's nothing there, you can throw the bubble. And at times, you know what? That block shed is going to happen. I'm not saying the bubble is a touchdown by any stretch. But that's sort of up to you to make that read. Practice that read, learn that read. if you are playing something to the so we see the outside linebacker is standing over Sanu. I don't like that so much. But we see him come in here. And then we actually just get a one-on-one right there in open space, as opposed to having to go through a lot of traffic. If we don't, bam, easy yards right up the middle. What makes this work, I think, a little bit better, if we watch the linebackers here, they don't really know what to do. Neither of them are actually reacting because it's an RPO, so they're just sort of waiting. And as they are waiting, our linemen, they're getting to them. So that's what makes it work really well. Again, if you are gouging someone here, this can work to pick up extra yards. You just have to sort of see what's going on. Anytime you're throwing a bubble or anything like that, there is a little bit of possibility that you could make the wrong read. And if you make the wrong read at the wrong time, you might get pick sixed. So be careful with that. But I do like this. I think now, after playing a little bit more over just having inside zone, if we were playing, we'll play big nickel, right? And this is a cover three. It's a very popular cover three, especially last year. People are going to start running it again this year, I'm sure. But we see here as he bites down a little bit, and we're going to pick up our yards. What I would use the bubble more on is when someone is blitzing very hard, or the assumption that there's not an extra defender over there. So if they happen to be, I don't think there's going to be anything in this playbook to really show that off, because a lot of plays here, there's a slot corner. Maybe 4-4. 4-4 might work. But again, you want to make sure that if you're throwing to someone there, that they can actually do something with the ball in their hands. Like Sanu is he's a bad option for us right there. But this gives us a little bit more flexibility when deciding to run the ball. We see here a little more speed. You're still picking up 5 yards there. Not terrible. This is not hey, it could be a home run, but it could actually save you sometimes, for sure. Maybe if someone run commits, that bubble's going to look awfully nice when someone run commits and it's open. So I hope you guys enjoyed the video. Add this to the arsenal. I'll see you guys later. I'm out. Peace. So today we're going to start out with the most basic play we have here. It's levels Y sail. We're just going to go against random defenses here. So whenever we have levels, what we're looking for is very quick attacking routes. A lot of times your first read is going to be towards the running back. This year it does not appear that anything but a hard flat really plays it so well. But again, if someone's putting a hard flat out there, that corner route to the tight end there, it's going to be pretty good. I like to have this as like my super basic play without any adjustments. Again, what we're going to read is high-low there on the right very quickly, and then just see who comes open crossing the field. B is going to be sort of like our last-ditch effort. So even against man, you're going to be able to get some of these passes off. One thing you have to keep in mind this year is you can't really put tight ends on slants. It's kind of, I'm not a huge fan of that. So it does change up a way I would do a lot of things. But here again, this running back route is going to be open a lot. I like to throw it a lot. You'll want to throw it a lot. But even if, if it's not always open, that tight end is going to come open. He's going to get there a lot. When he clears that space, it's beautiful. So again, as always with stuff, when you want to come in here, look, we read the high-low. We go high, bam, easy read. Levels, if run correctly, can be a total pain to defend at all times. And so it's something we want to always have in our arsenal, because as soon as we start forcing our opponent to take away the flat on the right, we're going to start attacking them deeper on the right. Similar with other plays, we're going to force them to defend the flat on the left, and that's how it is. So this is Ace, Twins, Levels, Y Sail, our basic, no adjustments, easy play. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out. Peace. Hey, what's going on, Turf Team? CC back again, covering level sale. This time, we're going to incorporate a little bit of motion. We do want to use motion a lot with this formation. It's going to help us because sometimes we're going to motion for the runs, sometimes we're going to motion for the pass. Now, who we motion, it really does depend on what you're trying to do. You can either motion either of the receivers on the left, the X or B. If you motion the B receiver, he's going to be able to go a little further over with the motion. But again, it doesn't truly matter. So what we want to do, again here, and a lot of times when we're motioning, is we want to start creating a real Z-spot sort of concept on the right with a streak, a corner route, and a flat route. So we can sort of do that with either receiver here. Very simple. You motion them over, and then you're going to be able to get exactly what you want there and see that the routes are taken away. What we want to leave on the backside there for sure is sort of a late route or late read. If you even wanted to as well, a lot of times you can streak this tight end, and then we're going to streak this guy here as well. So again, we're clearing space. So if nothing happens to be open, or maybe there's nobody's there, or that's a beautiful pass, Tom, we're going to be able to at least make sure that we get yards. But again, our read progression is just going to be very similar here, where we want to read the running back first. If he's open, we have to get him the ball because we're getting one of our best players out in space, just like this, to gain, 5 to 10 yards. Pretty basic. If we want to do something else with the motion, we want to bring another crossing route back behind, there's not a lot we can do with the stock routes. There really isn't. Otherwise, I'm probably going to put a slant or a drag on whoever I come across, right? And the reason we're going to do this is simple. So again, here, this is sort of what I would do. So I'm at least, that's the streak by the tight end on the left there. He's a clear route. If he happens to be open, wonderful. But otherwise, this is what we want to do. We get the clear. Bam, our slant's going to be right there. So you can really mess around with this as best as you want. Let's even say we'll put him on a drag here, right? For this sake. Looks like it's man coverage. He's getting a nice follow here. But that's going to bring us some separation despite the bad pass. But again, you want to mix these three sort of concepts in when you're running level sale. But to me, still a lot of times, I'm just running it stock. I think that's the way a lot of people will run it. Let's just say for the sake, we're going to motion this guy over instead. Put him on the slant. Again, same concept, but like I said, but he doesn't go nearly as far. We time our throw, perfect play. So again, level sale with motion. Again, attacking high, attacking low, attacking quick. That's what we want to do. With the pressure that can be in the game, we got to make sure that we get the ball off and don't get sacked. Hope you guys enjoyed it. I'm out. Peace. Hey, what is going on, Turf Team? CC here, covering China Double In. You guys know I love this play, so we had to include it. We're going to go against random formations. Now, we're running this without route chems on this play. So again, this is the no motion version. I want to be streaking there, and I want to be dragging my tight end here. This is the concept a lot of you guys saw me run last year. It still works really well. You've got the deep corner route by the tight end. Beautiful. You've got the drag coming across. You've got the little in route coming back to you, and you've got the running back. So again, if you see the running back there, you got to take him. You want to take him. Otherwise, you want to wait. And that corner route is beautiful. It does take time to develop, though, which is why we've got our drag, we've got our running back, we've got our baby in route. So many different possibilities here. This is why I love this play. I love it. Now, if we have route specialists, there's a couple of things we can do here. We'll get to that when we get to that. It's in a different video. Route specialist stuff is sort of covered separately. Same thing here too. If you do feel it's a cover two, One thing I like to do instead was streak the slot at times, because that's going to push that deep zone back a little bit further. If you happen to be playing against safeties or corners with really high zone coverage, it does seem to work that way. I'm going to block the running back here just to try and show you a little bit here. We do get man coverage, which isn't what I wanted to see. We'll just throw the ball away there. But it provides differences, right? If you think they're in cover 3, I'm more likely to streak the outside. If you think it's cover 2, I'm more likely to streak B. It just depends. It just depends. We had him open. He was coming open. Kawan Short, you, my friend, not getting a Christmas card. But again, you see Short, take Short. That running back, he is your first read every single time. Please go into practice mode. Try this out. Get used to these reads. Try both these versions. Run it against cover 2s. Run it against cover 3s. It's fine. Again, not the world's most explosive play, but it doesn't have to be. It's not the way I prefer to play. Let me move the ball. Let me control the game, control the clock. This formation did it for me a lot last year. So I hope you guys enjoyed the non-route specialist, non-motion version, and I'm out. Peace. Hey, what is going on, Terror Team? CC back again. We're covering China double in with a little bit of motion this time. When I motion this play, I kind of prefer to be on the left hash and have the tight end on the right and the running back side on the wide side of the field. The main reason I like to do that is I'm streaking someone and I'm trying to create a deep concept on the right side of the field. Now, what I also like to do a lot of times is streak the tight end on the left. I don't like leaving him on his corner out there. It just doesn't do a whole lot for me. But again, providing a clear out for that backside baby in is what we want, because if he gets open, he's going to get open real nice. They sent a lot of pressure against us. If they are sending a lot of pressure, you know what? You're going to block them, just like we did here. So again, we'll show you this concept. Again, you're reading low to high right there. No problem. That tight end corner out, just as beautiful as the other side. It gets open all the time. It gets open very deep, so you will need time. So let's try with no blocking here. This should be fine. Again, running back, bam, beautiful concept. Beautiful, beautiful concepts. This is what we want to do. Now, the problem that you may see or run into is that this concept here is very similar with levels when we do motion. And you know what? It is. It is. But it's such a good concept. It's okay. You may not have levels set up as an audible. You may not have China double in set up as an audible. You know, that's up to you how you set your audibles. But I like having these here. This A route, he's beautiful. Ben Watson, you look amazing, my friend. You look amazing. Beautiful. So again, that's really what we want to do. Again, if there's pressure, block the tight end. Don't be scared to block him at all. It's fine. And if you want to roll to the right, when you do this, you should slide your line to the right, and you'll get a bit better coverage there. And just fire some dots in for everyone. So I hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back in the next video, and I'm out. Peace. Hey, what is going on, Turf Team? CC here to cover our quick, no setup version of posts. Well, maybe a little setup. So what I like to do, our B receiver on the screen, he's on that cute little corner route. It's great. If we are in an and 10 situation, first and 10, second and 10, I do prefer to smart route him so he gets a little bit deeper there. Again, I prefer running this from the wide side of the field. It gives that little corner out a little bit more space. So this is what we're going to do. Again, what you can do and read quickly here is the flat route to the tight end. If it's open, beautiful. You got to take it. If not, you're going to want to throw it to B probably, or the running back. What you can do, I know we say this is no adjustments. X is on its post route. If you want to streak them, you can. It may open things up a little bit better for you at times. But otherwise, that's what we're going to attack there. The man coverage plays these pretty good. If you have a corner route specialist receiver, it won't play it as good, right? So again, we get it there. Good timing on these throws. When you're making these long throws across your body this year, you've really got to make sure you get rid of them. And then right there, that corner, or is it a corner? It's an angle route. Angle route to the running back does play beautifully. It beats man coverage very well as well. So you're going to have to make sure if you want to get it to him, as soon as he hits that break, you can throw the ball. He'll probably catch it. But this tight end corner right here is especially good because a lot of times he's not really, if he gets manned up, he's not being manned up on the best player, but he also is unbumpable because he is the tight end. So again, take this into practice mode, and you'll have to see it and enjoy it. I want to get a specific time here, and we're just going to try to read that X receiver coming across there on that post. It's throwable. There's a window. There's definitely a window, but it's a little bit harder, especially if you can get the coverage. If you're really looking for that, I'd be blocking the running back just to buy time. But again, if you just want to throw it just to throw it, you've got to make sure that you're hitting it right there. You're clicking on, you're getting it. Because if you get a bad pass, just like we did there to Tom, things might not be so good. And again, we see there reverse cover 2. He's coming open real deep. But again, that's really late. It's a really late throw. And late throws scare me. Don't run engage 8 computer. Come on, that's just silly. So this is post. It's great. We get to attack this side of the field, the left side of the field, I should say, in particular, from the slot. That's important because when we go look at double China in, we're going to be attacking the left side of the field from the tight end. Deep. Look at the run. That was the run back. Is what it is. Inaccuracies are just a part of this game. But again, posts, great. Come in, practice this again. And if you're not in an N10 situation, I wouldn't be smart right on this B route at all. You obviously could. Go see the running back. That's Luke Kuechly getting smoked. So keep that in your back pocket. Hope you guys enjoyed this. We'll be back for the next version. I'm out. Peace. Hey, what is going on, Turf Team? CC back to cover our motion version of posts. Let's get into it. Let's have some fun. So again, like last time, if you're in an N10 situation, I prefer the smart route on B. But what we want to do this time is we want to streak our tight end on the left here. Again, he's more of a clear out option for us. We're going to drag this tight end since we can't slant him this year. And our running back, if you want to block him, you can feel free and block him. And we're going to motion from left to right here. So what we're trying to do is get a bit of a scissors concept going there, where things should open up for him. We've got the clear out with the streak. We've got the clear out with the other post route. Things aren't too bad. If you do not, or you cannot, smart route right here, he's still going to get to a pretty decent depth, and he's going to beat his coverage a lot. One thing you may notice, though, and if you do find that this is a bit of a problem, that you are throwing one post into another, I would just start putting this post on the post on the left, just on, something small, right? Something small here. We'll block the running back here. Let's just say that we leave this here, right here. So again, we've got a couple drags, pretty basic concept. But again, what we're trying to do is attack different parts of the field based on motion. Sometimes our motion from left to right is we're trying to set up a Z-spot concept on the right side of the field. This way, we're trying to attack just slightly differently right here, right? So again, this is our concept. This is our look. You guys see the play art. Beautiful. Again, if you want to change the X receiver, feel free. But again, it's all about making sure if you happen to see one of those drags come open real quick, you got to take the yards, keep everything moving. So again, right here, same setup. And next time we'll do it with the post again. I do think sometimes the posts run together and sometimes they don't. But again, look at that. Beautiful. He's open. He didn't drag that defender that way. Let's take a look with the post on again as well. So we streak one tight end. We drag the other. If you want to do something with the running back, maybe you could streak him or something. Or put him on a wheel, maybe. That's really up to you. You've got hot route chems. It's different. We are getting pressured. But again, you see where those two are crossing. If you happen to throw it while they're crossing, that's when you could be throwing at a defender you're not thinking of. Otherwise, if we look here, if we happen to have just a bit more time, we probably could actually throw it here. But you've got one coming across the middle, one coming deep there. They're both going to be open. But again, that crossing route that we motioned over is probably a little bit better. So again, this is post with motion. I think it's pretty good. I think you guys should try this out again. Go into practice mode. And in game 2, keep an eye on that X receiver. See if he's getting in your way. If you find he's not, leave him on there. If you find that people are trying to bring a lot of pressure against you, put him on something shallow. Like I said, a little in, maybe a drag, whatever it may be. And then let's set this up one more time. And we'll take us out of the video. Should be good. Didn't really pressure us there. Now we get that crossing route. Beautiful. I hope you guys enjoyed this, and I'm out. Peace. Hey, what is going on, Turf Team? CC here, talking about attacking cover 2. This year, a very, very important thing is being able to attack cover 2 down the sidelines. We couldn't do a lot of that in years past, so for this we're just going to pick level sale. It doesn't really matter, but I want to make sure that we are playing against cover 2, or Tampa 2, right? So what we want to do is a very basic concept where you streak the outside, you streak someone up the middle, and then you have a route pulling the flat down, whatever it may be, right? Could be something like this, very basic. You are going to then have to make a read between the X receiver and the Y receiver to see who is open. Well, I've noticed a lot that X receiver does get open, but it's a very timed throw. So we see here that we were playing in the middle of the field. He's there, a little bit of a bad pass lead. It is what it is. When you are doing this, ideally, you want to be playing the hash marks. You want to be going to the wide side of the field. However it is, right? So again, we're going to do the same thing. Here, for the sake, I'm just going to put him on the flat route there. And now, because we are playing the hash marks, we are running this to the wide side of the field. We're going to notice much more open space there, and he's going to get open. Now, with the pass leads is what you want to focus on. If that receiver gets chucked to the inside, it's not going to be as good of a pass, right? But again, you want to watch to see where everyone's going, and it's a timed throw. The more outside you can get it, the better. If you happen to be able to put a wheel on someone, even better. I don't think we have a wheel in this. I believe there's a play in Ace Wins post wheel shallow for somewhere else where that will work. But so here we'll put him on a fade this time. Maybe the fade will probably work a little bit better for us. It does. They chucked him more to the outside. Even better. That's what we want to do. So again, that's playing it with the wide side of the field. What happens if you happen to set it up and you're on the short side of the field? This is where I'll say you definitely want to have a fade out there instead, because you just have less space, honestly. So again here, what we want to do is an outside force as we get hit. But the tight end down the seams was wide open. Don't look him off by any means, please. If that tight end is open, going down the middle of the field, give him the ball. It's going to be worth it. But again, what I mean by time throw, right there, it's perfect. So this is a great way to attack cover 2. A very basic way. You can do it from a lot of different formations. This concept you can take elsewhere. And again, you can always do stuff with deep crossing routes. But a lot of times, I just don't feel like we're going to have the time to get stuff off. If you wanted to really sell out here, that's a great thing about Ace Twins. You can learn that timing, come into practice mode, because you got to throw it right as he gets past, and you'll be set. So that's just how one great way we enjoy beating cover 2. I hope you guys enjoy this, and we'll see you guys in the next video. I'm out.